What's up, everybody? It is Matt Modi with OddsJam, and for this video, I got 4 more NBA player props for you guys. So make sure you stick around till the end. I got my favorite bet at the very end. I went 2-2 on my 4 on Saturday, 2-2 on my 4 on Sunday, yesterday. Unfortunately, both of those days, my favorite play lost, so a little bit of loss in the past 2 days combined. I'm still up for the week overall because I did a pretty good job with my predictions for Game 1. I was up over 500 for the week, but my lock of the day lost yesterday. Got to do a punishment for that, unfortunately. But overall, basketball betting, positive expected value betting has been pretty profitable for me, so I'm still up just under 9,800 total using OddsJam. For basketball, it's over 6K. For positive expected value betting, it's about 6K. So all these bets that I have for you today, excuse me, they're all positive expected value. So I'll show you how I go about finding the bets. I'll show you why I like them, both for basketball reasons and then, of course, for the math reasons using the OddsJam software. So if you're not currently subscribed with OddsJam, you don't currently have a subscription, I would at least recommend signing up for the 7-day free trial. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, this video will give you an idea of how I go about finding my NBA player prop bets, and then hopefully you're subscribed to the OddsJam YouTube channel. If not, just click that subscribe button. We have a bunch of best bets videos, a bunch of betting advice, betting education videos, so it'll be really helpful for you. But if you're like I said, if you're not subscribed with OddsJam, sign up for the 7-day free trial. Subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. Use all those videos to invest in your betting education, and then once you see all the cash you can make in your 7 days, you'll want to sign up for the year. So I recommend doing that. But to get things started, my first play is a point total in the Warriors versus Nuggets game. And I'm actually fading the point total of Draymond Green. I'm taking him to go under 8.5 points. So I got this at plus 100. I ended up betting it on Caesars. The reason why I know it's positive expected value and why I like it from a math perspective, I'll show you. So the way we find bets that are positive expected value is what we do is we find the OddsJam perfect line, which is pulled from the sharpest sportsbook in the world. We deem this to be the most accurate line amongst all the sportsbooks, and then we compare odds based off the OddsJam perfect line. So wherever we're getting more favorable odds on another sportsbook than what the OddsJam line calculates it at, that is a positive expected value bet. But there are a couple things that we need to do before just blindly betting anything that has better odds. Number one, we need to look at the market width. So the OddsJam perfect line are these two numbers here, and the market width is just a way for the sportsbook to convey confidence in a line. So the lower number, the better. The higher number, the worse. The part's pretty easy, right? Higher equals bad, lower equals good. And the way we calculate it is for two minuses like this, you just add the two numbers together. So 30 plus 1, that equals 31. If it's a plus and a minus, like you see here, you just subtract the two numbers, and so this one would be 30. Obviously, this is the DraftKings line, so this one doesn't count. But just for future, if you see a plus and a minus for the OddsJam perfect line, you just subtract them together. So for player props specifically, anything below 40 cents is a play. So 31, this one is a play. The next thing I need to do now that I know this is within market width is I need to remove the VIG. So if you're unfamiliar with what the VIG is, it's essentially you'll also hear it known as the juice. The correct term is vigorish. It's essentially the tax that sportsbooks charge on the odds specifically, and that's how they make their money. So they don't charge a transaction fee or anything like that. They just juice up the odds to guarantee their profit. So the example is any standard bet has minus 110 odds on each way. If someone bets $100 on one way, another bettor bets $100 the other way, the sportsbook will automatically profit $10 no matter what happens. So they essentially arbitrage the users. That's how that works. So what we need to do is remove the VIG, calculate the true line, calculate the fair odds, and then we'll see if we're getting more favorable odds than the no VIG line. That's what's important. So the way we remove the VIG is OddsJam has a no VIG fair odds calculator. And you just go to the OddsJam website, you go to calculators, no VIG fair odds calculator, and what you do is you just type in both sides of the odds, and then it'll tell you right here what the no VIG odds are. So minus 101, minus 130 puts the true line of this bet at minus 112 each way, or minus 112 plus 112, but the true line is minus 112. So anything where we are getting more favorable odds than minus 112, would be a positive expected value bet. Lo and behold, Draymond Green, the bet we're getting at is plus 100. So then in there, we know the bet has positive EV. I like this for basketball reasons because Draymond, not really known as a scorer, he'll sometimes have games where he'll put up 0 to 5 points. It was a slower game for Steph Curry and Klay Thompson yesterday. Obviously, Jordan Poole went off, but Draymond Green was uncharacteristically scoring over 10 points, hitting a three-pointer at the end of the shot clock. I don't expect that to happen, but he has been trending over this number, so this wasn't my most confident play. I ended up just putting 40 on this one. And what I'm doing now is I'm just adding this to my bet tracker. So the way you add it, I should show you that. So this odds page you see here with all the different odds, it's free. So you can get this without having a membership or anything like that. You just go to the OddsJam.com, go to NBA, click a game, and you can see all these odds. So the way you add something to your bet tracker, you just click the number, you enter how much you put on it, and then you click save. And then you go to OddsJam.com, you go to bet tracker, you click bets, and then here are all the bets that I've placed, right? Here's everything that I've placed. Had a little bit of a rough stretch with all these losses you see here. But the bet tracker that you see on this page here is completely free. So again, another example where you don't need to be a subscribed member. You can get this for completely free. And tracking your bets is one of the most important things you can do as a sports bettor. You need to understand what your profit and loss are, and you can do that on OddsJam for completely free. And there are two things that I love about the OddsJam bet tracker. Number one, it tells you whether your bet is currently beating or not beating the closing line. So this number here, the CLV, the closing line value, this is just the Novig odds. So for Draymond Green, we calculated it to be minus 112. So assuming that hasn't changed, once this updates, it'll take about 10 minutes. Once this updates, it'll put the odds here, and then this will turn to green. So overall, as a sports bettor, the more green, the better. Obviously, not every green bet is going to win. Not every red bet is going to lose. Like you see right here, red bet that won, 2 green bets that lost. That's okay. That happens. The goal is over time, the more green you have, the more you'll profit. So for me, I beat the closing line at over 70%, which is pretty good. That's why I've been able to profit so much using OddsJam. So that's why I love it. Just tells you whether your bet is green or red. If it's red, sometimes you can cash it out. But the best part, my most favorite part about the OddsJam bet tracker is it auto grades all your pending bets for free. So anywhere you see a pending bet, these are all of my pending bets I have so far. It auto grades them for me, so I won't have to go in and manually mark anything as won or lost. It'll do it for me, so it's just really helpful. It's nice with me. I'm taking a bunch of positive expected value bets as the day goes on. I love the fact that it auto grades it for me. It's really helpful. So, like I said, if you're not, the bet tracker is completely free, so you don't need to have an account or anything like that. You don't need to put down a credit card. You just need to go to the OddsJam.com, sign up for the bet tracker. One thing we recommend new users who don't quite want to commit to a 7-day free trial yet, which you can do in that situation, is just get on the email list. So if you're on the email list, you get sent 3 free bets a day. They're positive expected value bets. So what we recommend doing is when you're on that list and you get sent the bets, lock those in as soon as you can. Add them to your bet tracker. Again, this is all free, and then you can see your profit start to rise, and then that can give you a little bit more confidence to sign up for the free trial and then to sign up for the year. So get on the email list at least, and then just start cashing that way. But for my next pick, I am actually fading James Harden to go under 10.5 assists. So this one, again, is a little bit risky, going against the recent trends in the Game 1 trend, but it's positive EV, so minus 15. I got the under at the OddsJam perfect line has the under at minus 115, has the over at minus 116. That's 31 cents in market width. So again, we go to the Novig fair odds calculator. We type in the odds. Minus 116, minus 115 puts the fair odds of this plus 100 both ways. I got this plus 110 on DraftKings and BetRivers. I ended up locking this in on DraftKings. I put it for $50. Again, adding this to my bet tracker. And the reason why I like this for basketball reasons, Toronto was kind of surprising in how much they double teamed Harden when he got in the paint. He left passes wide open. I don't foresee them doing that again. I think they're going to try and let him beat them one-on-one because Harden really hasn't shown the burst to be able to do that. So I like getting that at plus 110 odds, $50. Next up In the Mavericks Jazz game, I am fading the points, rebounds, assists for Dorian Finney-Smith to go under 20.5. So I got this at minus 104 on FanDuel. It's positive expected value. I pulled it from the plus EV page. You know how to use the Novig fair odds calculator, so I'll save you the time there. Plus 105, minus 138 is 33 cents in market with. Minus 104 on FanDuel represents great value, so I put 75 on it. Finney-Smith trends below this number without Luka feeding him passes. He went under this number in game 1. He's gone under, I think, in 2 or 3 of his last 10 games. I love this bet for basketball reasons. Of course, again, always adding it to my bet tracker. And last up, I'm glad you guys stayed till the end. This is my absolutely favorite bet of the day. Dwight Powell to go under 9.5 points. So same logic for fading Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm fading Dwight Powell. Can't score as much without Luka. Dwight Powell only scored 4 points in game 1. He trends under this number. Of course, it's positive EV, right? 35 cents in market with, minus 137, plus 102, 35 cents. I also love this bet because this is another way that I like to load player props. Every single book has it pretty significantly below this number. So plus 100 on BetMGM is the true outlier. Minus 121 on BetRivers. Minus 110 on Caesars is the closest, but still a little bit farther away. Minus 115 on DraftKings. Minus 126 on FanDuel. Of course, the OddsJam Perfect line, minus 137. And then PointsBet right below that at minus 136. So this plus 100 is a true outlier. So I think it's a really valuable bet. So I slammed this one for $100. Dwight Powell under 9.5 points. And those are all the bets I got for you. So please let me know if you're tailing. Would love to hear it. I love all the feedback I get, either whether it's good or bad. You can hit me up at my Twitter handle below, as I mentioned. You can also comment on the video, provide your feedback that way. Other than that, would appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. But that is all I got for you. So happy betting, happy watching, and good luck.